Welcome back to Telltale, guys. I'm Emily.
I'm Greg.
And today we're going to do some unboxings.
This is the first time we've ever done this. And there's a reason. Because...
You open your mail very quickly.
Well, that too, because I want to see the damn books. And, well, the other reason I just don't know why so many people like these videos so much. But they do.
Yeah.
Can't deny that. Everybody seems to love these videos. But for me, it's like... You're watching somebody show you a bunch of books that they haven't read yet, so they don't know a damn thing about it.
Mm-hmm. It's
and
just,
you're
ooh,
watching
pretty
them.
book.
Yeah. Hey.
I think because it's kind of like...
Cool book. I just got it.
Yeah.
Cool book.
Cool sneakers. I just got these.
What's the interest in that? You know, with books, you want to find out if it's something you would want to buy and read. Mm-hmm. So I like the reviews, but
yeah, I think the appeal of unboxings is it's kind of like Christmas. One, people who are interested in getting the book are interested in seeing how it's going to be presented, how it's shipped, want to see and make sure like the people who are shipping it or wherever they're buying it from is doing a good job. That, and it is just kind of fun to open things up. Like a present.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest appeal.
yeah, but I don't like watching other people open it.
I want to open
mine.
it. I know. That's why we're here doing it for ourselves now, because we're excited and we get to open the present.
Well, and it's different if you get something like a Folio Society or a Suntuck where you've paid a fortune for it. And
It's a collector's edition or something.
And it's a beautiful book, and there's something to really see there, even if you haven't read it yet. It's something you actually are interested in seeing. But just a standard off-the-shelf Barnes & Noble bestseller, what's so exciting about seeing somebody pull that out of a package?
I don't know. So let us know what the appeal is for you, because he's confused. I only think it's like a present thing, like watching other people. I love Christmas, though, when people get to open or like birthday parties, when I give them a gift or something. I enjoy watching people open that and be excited about it.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the appeal for a lot of people, but there might be other reasons. So comment and let us know what your thoughts are on unboxing videos. We're going to open these babies.
Well, I think you're right. With a lot of the other people that do these kinds of videos, they're getting gifted books from their viewers. And so their viewers want to watch them open it on screen. I get that. So send us books.
Yeah. I will gladly be paid in books.
We'll post our address.
Yeah. I get to open your mail. I just realized, like, oh my gosh, Greg, you're giving me permission to open your mail.
Sort of.
Is this a federal offense I'm committing?
Yeah, but there's not, like, financial information.
No, that's true.
It's just a book.
That's true. We at least know what we're opening, so.
So, anyway, I wanted this to be more like a book haul. So I do have 4 books that I got this past week that I mostly haven't opened. One I opened because I needed to start reading it right away. But the rest are still in their packages.
Yay!
But I also have a bunch of books that are additions to the Telltale library, recent, that I thought it would be interesting to share here. And some of them I may be reviewing, and some maybe not reviewing for a long time.
Do you want to go through those first, or should we just do the unboxing?
Let's go through all the
because that's going to be easier to...
And this one, this is an interesting one. It's a current bestseller. The Maidens by Alex Michaelides? Michaelides? I don't know how you pronounce that.
Michaelides. I don't know.
It's a mystery. It's a very good mystery. A lot of people are loving this. I told her not to read it because it's probably going to be too easy.
That's the challenge. If you guys can find a mystery book that I would actually enjoy, that has a great twist, because I find them super predictable.
Yeah.
So I'm not a...
We're serious about that.
Yeah. Seriously, I have not found a mystery book that I have enjoyed because it was so predictable. Like every mystery I've ever read, or even like psychological thriller / mysteries, I've always figured it out halfway through the book. Even if it's like this big twist everybody's excited about, I always figure it out. And I have never been able to enjoy a mystery book. So if you find any that have crazy twists, even if they're like, I don't know, literally a huge challenge, please find me a mystery book I'll like.
Yeah, we want to see if we can come up with the mystery that she can't solve early. So we need suggestions for mysteries that she can try out and see.
Also add to your comments. I'm literally looking. Recommend me books. Anyway, this one, I'm not reading it.
No, I think that I kind of figured it out, but then I thought, no, there's no way because that was too easy. And I expected a character. I expected the person who did it to be a character that you wouldn't expect. You know, why would the author
Make it obvious.
make it obvious? Because you're expecting the author not to make it obvious. Like I was expecting the author to.
Maybe that was the twist.
Yeah.
You think you settle for the unobvious one, and haha, you were wrong. It's the obvious one.
Yeah, he definitely tricked me with that. There was one character I thought definitely did it, and then all of a sudden it was the character that was the obvious choice.
Oh well.
But it actually was a very enjoyable book, an easy read. I'm a slow reader. I read through this in 3 days. Went really quick, even though it's 300 some pages. Yeah, 333 pages. That's a pretty big book for me to read in 3 days.
Nice.
And I did it. It just went so fast and easy. And it was enjoyable. Good characters, a good time. A lot of ancient Greek plays. There's a lot of Euripides brought
The
into
author's
this
name
book.
sounded Greek to me, so I
Yeah, he
wondered
is.
if, and like then the motif on here and everything, it looked very Grecian. So
Yeah.
nice.
And you know, the ancient Greeks, and there's this secret society
Ooh,
that is kind of based on
the Illuminati, like all
no,
of them are.
it's, no, it's I forget what it's called. It's where there's this professor that has these female students that all follow him, and that is kind of based on situations that you find in Greek drama, and they had this whole concept that was pulling from all this ancient Greek drama. And so it was an interesting book that way, even though it's too easy as a mystery for Emily to read. I liked it.
Yay.
So I got that and burned through it. And I should say I read it with Samantha. My buddy read it
Yay.
and
She's
enjoyed
lovely.
doing that. Yeah, she's a good person.
I like the cover of this one a
This
lot.
is good. I got this because
this
it's on
side
Apple
cut.
TV right now. I watched the first episode and I thought, I really want to read it before I watch the rest. So I watched Stephen King's Lisey's story, or Lisey's story, however you pronounce it. So I got to read that yet. That's one of those cases. I bought the book. I don't know a
Yay.
damn thing about it.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't that great?
I like the book cover though. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's quite lovely. It's a nice striking book cover.
it is. I do like it. Of course, us graphic designers,
Yeah,
we go for that.
We love that kind of thing. Ah, you got the Scarlet Letter, I see.
Yes. Read this a long time ago. I used to have a paperback of it.
Look at that
I didn't
foil.
have a nice edition for the collection, so I bought this one.
Look at the red on the top, and then it's white around the other
And
sides.
I'm thinking, I can't
at
remember
that.
if this is Folio or Heritage
Look
Society.
at those textured pages. It's like a linen texture. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
pretty. Pretty, pretty.
It wasn't very expensive.
It's really nice. I
think
always
it's a-
love these nice
I
boxes.
think it's a
too.
folio.
Is it a
Can't
folio?
remember. They usually have it on the spine if it is, so it might be Heritage Society. But it
Folio
isn't.
Society.
Okay.
Yep.
But it isn't one that's currently in print. It's one I bought used.
It's lovely.
But I
This
wanted
looks
a really
brand
good.
stinking new for a used book.
Yeah.
The spine isn't even cracked.
Yeah, well, people who buy Folio Society books really take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't found one yet that was in bad shape. So that's, of course, Scarlet Letter is already a top tale. We've read it and loved it. We've never reviewed it. We should.
Yeah.
And now I have a beautiful copy we can
Yes.
use to talk about. This one, I've already read. I only just found out about it. I saw it on an
Also got
eBay
some foil
sale.
printing there. It's really
Select
pretty.
Conversations
With an Uncle
an Uncle.
by H.G. Wells.
Yes.
From the Mayfair
This happens to
set.
be his first published book.
Has this cool
It was published
illustration on the
one
inside.
day before the Time Machine.
A whole day before.
And what it is, it's a series of really short stories that he published in magazines, and they're all kind of linked about this uncle who comes to visit him. And they're very interesting, you know, little snippets of life. It's not science fiction, but it's a lot of kind of like slice of life and philosophy about Victorian society.
Beautiful cover.
And it's a really interesting, fun book.
Yeah, it has a gorgeous
And
cover.
this is a first edition. I found it on eBay
Beautiful. Oh, it looks like you
sale
even had some gold on
and
the
just had to hit that buy
pages.
it now. Yep.
Gorgeous. It looks
So-
beautiful.
Already read that one. A very quick read. This one.
First Men in the Moon by H.G. Wells.
This is the first edition.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
Oh my gosh, I want that tattooed on me right there.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
That little moon with like little swirlies there. You probably can't see it.
I had
If I put it closer, will it? No, it's not going to be out
most of my
focus.
Wells were in an omnibus book, a cheap omnibus edition that I bought when I was younger. I'm trying to get rid of stuff like that, so I've been buying different editions of Wells and looking for
Got
good
little
ones.
illustrations and everything.
Beautiful illustrations in this book.
That cross-hatching
And
man.
I mostly haven't been buying first editions because something like Time Machine or War of the Worlds first edition, you have to be a billionaire to buy a copy.
Beautiful.
But I saw this one on eBay for $300 and I jumped at it.
Golly gee willikers.
I couldn't believe it. You
that's
don't
beautiful,
touch
though.
this book for that price ever. I usually don't find the good bargains. Usually I buy a book and I pay $50-$60 for it off of a used site, and she comes and finds the same thing, same condition from some thrift
I find a
store
lot-
for $5.
Yes, it is. I have lucked out that way. It's kind of stupid, ridiculous how much I find stuff. But if you know what you're looking for, you're amazed what you can find at a thrift store.
Well, I never find the bargains, even when I go into those stores. They aren't there.
'cause you haven't
They
had
hide them when
me.
they see me coming in the
Yeah.
door.
My
Samantha's
friend
like
actually
that
the other
too.
day, she and I went to the thrift store, and she's like, "I need to bring you more often. You find all the good stuff." I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. It just jumps at me."
Samantha's the same way. She's
Yeah.
always talking about how she finds these things so cheaply, and I can't. I
Oh,
don't have
that's
that
so
talent.
cool.
So I found this one, and for what it is, it was a definite bargain. Not in perfect condition, but I mean,
It's still beautiful. Those illustrations.
better condition. I gotta shell out $2,000-$3,000.
Yeah. These pages are hardly yellowed. Hardly yellowed.
Yeah.
Beautifully done. That's gorgeous.
I've seen books 10 years old that are more yellow than that.
I know.
And I wanted a nice journey to the center of the earth because I didn't have that.
This one I've seen
And
already.
this is
but
a
it's
Folio
super
Society
pretty.
again. It's very nice.
Very pretty. I like
Had
the
to pay
purple.
a little bit for this one, but
purple
it's
internal
worth it because
page.
it's such a cool book. Nice
I love
illustrations.
the illustrations. Look at those. Beautiful full color.
So I want to start reading some Jules Verne sometime.
Easy
Before Too
peasy.
long.
I got them omnibus.
Okay.
I guess we'll have to take a crack at
This
Around
is-
the World in 80 Days.
Well, not necessarily. We'll
It's my
start
least
here.
favorite story.
This was his second book.
Okay.
5 Weeks in a Balloon was the first.
Another H.G. Wells. In a bright
Yeah.
blue.
They made a movie of. Wells wrote a story called The Man Who Could Work Miracles.
Mm-hmm.
They had H.G. Wells write the screenplay for a movie of it in 1936. H.G. Wells took his screenplay and published it as a book. This
Awesome.
is the book.
That's awesome. This looks like a really quick read, too.
Yeah. It's a cool movie, too.
Yeah. It's just over 100 pages.
Mhm.
That could be read in a day.
Yep.
I might have
First
to borrow
edition.
that.
And
Anticia?
this one, never read any John Fowles. There's this used book dealer that I've been buying books from, and he has the habit of throwing in an extra book that he thinks you'll like.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, so you buy 2 books and you get 3. And it's so far he's been spot on with stuff I've been curious about. I've
Yeah,
never
this-
read John Fowles, but I've been curious. And this is one I've heard of. I've wanted to
Yeah,
try
it looks like
it out.
another really quick read, too, because
Yeah.
it's just about 200 pages, just shy of 200.
If you're not familiar with John Fowles, you'll know him better as the author of The French Lieutenant's Woman, which was made into a very major film in the early 80s, late 70s. somewhere
Sketch
in
on the
there.
front is really interesting, too. There's a lot going on
Yeah,
there.
I think that's a Picasso.
Is it?
I think so.
It looks really cool.
Yeah,
a
that's
nice
a
one.
Picasso lithograph.
Very cool.
Next. This is one I actually bought from that bookseller, Mary Vladimir Nabokov. I have an ebook of Lolita. I read it. I loved it. I've been wanting to get into Nabokov.
I gotta
This
read that
came
one still.
available.
I like the.
It's a great book.
I like that purple color on the dust jacket.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
This was his first book, but it wasn't published until really either after his death or really late in his career.
Yeah, that's another really short one.
Yeah.
114 pages.
So now I have a Nabokov in the collection. And
Very
I think this
nice.
is first edition too, but it's not very well known, so it's not a big deal. This one,
Hail Mary.
obviously just came out. I bought this because Samantha's science fiction and fantasy book club chose this to read for the month of July. So I'm going to read it.
By the author of The
I'm going to
Martian.
do a review of it after I'm done. I don't know if you want to join in on that. I've got a copy.
Yeah, I would love
Okay.
to.
When I'm done, I'll pass it on and we can do a review.
Just shy of 500 pages. 475. Or 476 pages. Well, 475 and like a sixth of a page.
Yeah. I haven't read Andy Weir. Haven't seen The Martian either. Shame on me.
I saw part of it.
Okay.
I saw the part where he says, we gotta science the crap out of this. Or something like
So
that.
I'm looking forward to this. I'll be reading that very soon.
Yay!
So then
Now we open mail!
we open. This one, pretend it's open. Rip.
Where'd you order this one from?
This is from Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
It's, again, a just released book. Or no, this is about a year old, but it's fairly new.
Yeah.
The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Again, a buddy read with Samantha. She really wanted to read it. So I said, okay, I'll buy it.
Ooh, I like the cover.
And so far I've read the first
Ooh.
chapter. That's why I broke it open
A
before
UV
shooting
coating on
this.
there? A
Huh?
suede UV coating on that
Yeah.
dust jacket?
I like the illustration.
Yeah, I see that there's little, like... Ooh. This one I turned to Psycho. I don't know what that means about me. Is this bibliomancy? I just open a book and it tells me exactly what I need to know.
I don't know. I think you can't go right with the
Yeah.
titles in this one.
Interesting.
I've read the first chapter. So far it's very funny.
I see your cute little bookmark
And I'm
there.
loving it.
That's interesting. I
And
like it.
I love the illustration. Vampire bites in a peach.
Send me a peach from old Georgia.
Yeah, but it could have further.
It could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
Peach.
We'll find out as I read the book if I'm right. So, another Barnes & Noble.
All right.
I love these because they never work.
Yeah, the pull tabs that just, yep.
It
Oh, that
worked!
one worked this time.
Because
Because we were filming. Yeah. Because we were filming.
So, of course, that worked. And this one, I know what it is because I bought it.
Yay.
And it is because I've never read it. I thought,
The
since I'm reading
Martian.
Project Hail Mary, I got to get The Martian.
I love
and read
that
it.
cover. That dust
And I want to
jacket's
see the
real.
movie, too.
The mission to Mars. A freak accident. One man's struggle to survive. Already pets about it. Ooh, it even has a nice little Crown Publishers inner title page.
So this is another one we'll be reviewing in the near future. Because nobody's reviewed this yet.
Very nice.
And this one.
Oh, you made a joke. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Ha.
Took
Sorry.
you long enough.
I'm sorry. I need more caffeine, clearly.
Michael F. Wright. I bought this on eBay. I know what it is, but I'll keep everybody in suspense as I figure out how the heck to get through the ton of tape on this wrapper.
Very thorough.
What I hate about this is then I get out the knife and there's a book inside.
I know, and you're just afraid you're gonna, like, stab it.
I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah.
I'm a graphic designer. I know how to use an X-Acto.
There you go. See, I always worry about
But I
that when I
have-
get boxes. Because I don't know if they put a piece of paper or something.
Yeah, or bubble wrap.
Yeah,
and
on
then
top
you,
of it.
You cut through it, and then you find out they put nothing, and it was right
Yeah,
up
and it
against
just goes
and
right up
now
on-
there's this nice line
nice
through
little-
your book.
Strike through.
Hate that.
What is it?
This is... Oh,
Franz Kafka.
the complete stories.
The
I
complete
expect
stories.
Metamorphosis will be in here. We've already reviewed that one, but Kafka wrote a lot of other short stories that are
Yep.
just as brilliant.
The Metamorphosis is actually the fourth one
Wonder
in the
if
longer
they're-
stories
wonder if-
section.
Oh, okay. So they're not in chronological.
No, they're in two introductory parables, the longer stories, and the shorter stories. There's a lot of shorter stories.
Yeah, I think he did a lot of them that were kind of unfinished fragmentary type stories.
Yeah. Looks like this is about a 500 to 600 page book.
Oh.
500 page.
Okay.
Nice.
But I've always wanted to read more Kafka. I've read The Metamorphosis and very
yeah,
little else.
I enjoyed that one a lot.
Yeah, it was a great
It's a
book.
good one. All right,
And
last
this was published in like 1971, so it's not a first edition, of course, but
It's a very
it
nice
is
dust
kind of
jacket.
old. Yeah, and it's
Looks
a
real
cool
nice.
dust jacket, and it's in good shape.
We'll
And
take it.
This one, this is a cool one. It came from Beyond Pulp. This is a guy that I found on Instagram. He posts his used books on Instagram. And so you just comment that you want to buy it, and
He'll
it's
be
yours.
like, hey.
If
Yeah,
you're the
first come,
one.
first serve.
Oh yeah.
I like those.
And this one has a kind of a fun story. He posted these 3 books, all of which I was interested in, and I sent him the message that I wanted them. And so he said okay, and I gave him my information because I've never bought from this person before. He comes back right away. He had a 4th in the series.
Oh.
Same price, same condition, everything. So I said, yeah, I'll buy it. Because I don't have any of these books anymore. I used to have a couple of them from the 70s, and they're excellent books. And these are all from the 80s, if I recall correctly. Nice packaging.
Yeah. Make sure See, he was smart. He put the double layers because he
Yeah.
knows people are going to open it
He
with a
knows
knife.
I'm going to hit it with a knife and,
Yeah.
and be... Oh, and I got bookmarks.
Cute. I like bookmarks.
He's
Can never have
he's
too many of
printing up
those.
his own cool bookmarks with a robot and
I like the
moon.
robot. This is cute.
So, what these are is the annual World's Best Science Fiction anthologies.
Ooh.
There's 4 of them here from the 1980s.
Oh, I already
We have
like the front
83,
cover of
84,
this one.
85, and 89. Yeah, Richard Powers. Edited by Donald A. Wollheim. Donald Wollheim is...
First book cover.
was
You can see
very
it.
famous. He was one of the group of science fiction fans from the 1930s, along with Isaac Asimov and Frederick Pohl, that started science fiction fandom in New York and Philadelphia, and they founded the very first World Science Fiction Convention. Wollheim wrote some stories, notably, what's it called? It was made into a movie in the 80s about this insect in the subways. It's a cool movie, but anyway, he wrote the story that it's based on. But he wasn't really noted as a writer. He was more known as an editor. He edited a lot of magazines through the 40s and 50s. And in the 60s, he started doing these world best science fiction anthologies where he puts together the best stories, in his opinion, of the year.
This one's called Schrodinger's Kitten. Interesting.
Uh-huh.
All these covers are amazing.
3 of them are Richard Powers, a great illustrator.
Be sure to take pictures of each of these and put them on Instagram. These are
Okay.
phenomenal covers.
Okay.
If nothing else, these covers are really cool.
But
I love
anyway,
this one.
in more recent times, in the 1970s, Wollheim founded his own book publishing called Daw Books, which is actually, the name is still going, but it's owned by Random Penguin, Random, whatever it's called, the world conglomerate that owns every book publisher.
Yeah.
Owns Daw Books now, and Wollheim himself died quite a few years ago, but these were edited by him. Back in the day, these were the best. They really were the best anthologies for the best science fiction of the year.
Those are really pretty.
So I thought that was cool to be able to start.
Yeah.
I want to collect all of them in hardcover.
That's awesome.
So
They
I'm
have
gonna be
phenomenal
searching for
artwork.
these. Yeah, and phenomenal stories. I mean,
Yeah.
This is the 1985 annual.
Peaches
Yeah,
for Mad
Connie-
Molly.
Yeah, Connie Willis in here, Ian Watson, Stephen R. Donaldson, Lucia Shepard.
With an introduction by Isaac Asimov
Well, yeah.
on this one. Tanith Lee. I love Tanith Lee.
Yep. John Varley's Press Enter is in this one. George Alec Effinger.
That's cool.
Tanith Lee is again in this one. She was
Nice.
writing a lot. Bloodchild by Octavia Butler is in this
Ooh,
volume.
very nice.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah, some big names in
really,
there.
really big story.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, very happy to get
Yay,
those. So,
new
lots
books.
of new additions to the Telltale collection.
Book hauls. We
So,
love
if you
'em.
love this, let us know. We'll keep doing it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
like I say, why do you want to sit there and watch me open my mail and say, ooh, cool book, pretty
Pretty.
cover? I don't know a damn thing about it.